Do you really understand octopuses? Do you know why, despite being so intelligent, they never evolved into a dominant species before humans? Today, let's uncover the terrifying truth behind this alien-like creature living on Earth. Studies reveal that an octopus has 3 hearts, 2 memory systems, and over 10,000 more genes than humans. They possess 1 main brain and 8 mini-brains, with 60% of their neurons spread across their arms. When deciding to attack, their arms can literally think for themselves. Their control over their limbs is far beyond anything humans can do. Many octopuses show high intelligence, learning quickly, and even using tools, something that puts them ahead of great apes in certain tasks. So why didn't such a powerful creature rise to rule the world before us? The answer lies buried 500 million years ago. Almost all modern animals, whether humans or octopuses, originated during the Cambrian period. Both evolved their nervous systems step by step, like stacking building blocks. Around 540 million years ago, both cephalopods and chordates had the most primitive nervous systems. Their bodies were simple, worm-like structures. At that time, they stood on nearly equal starting lines. But compared to other marine creatures of that era, cephalopods still seemed ordinary. Chordates, though weak, survived through sheer numbers, outlasting the sea scorpions and other predators of the ancient oceans. Cephalopods, on the other hand, evolved hard shells, giving them the power to compete with sea scorpions. Some even grew into giant prehistoric monsters. But at the end of the Ordovician period, Earth experienced its first mass extinction. Cephalopods were hit hard and never fully recovered. Chordates, however, once again relied on numbers to pull through. They eventually evolved into vertebrates, creatures with internal skeletons, primitive brains, and spinal cords. Then came opportunity. After extinction events wiped out many species, ecological niches were left empty. Early fish seized the chance, evolving into jawless fish, lobe-finned fish, and eventually amphibians that stepped onto land. From there came reptiles, mammals, and finally primates, spreading across every corner of the Earth like they were playing with cheat codes. Fast forward to 65 million years ago, an asteroid struck Earth, triggering the 5th mass extinction. Dinosaurs disappeared, along with many shelled cephalopods like ammonites and belemnites. But this disaster also gave rise to a new wave of evolution. Shellless cephalopods, squids, cuttlefish, and octopuses began their explosive development. Meanwhile, land vertebrates had already produced primates. Over hundreds of millions of years, their neocortex developed to astonishing complexity. Even compared to other cephalopods, octopuses were in an entirely different world. And humans, standing on the foundation of primate brains, eventually evolved modern intelligence. By the 21st century, our brains still vastly outperform the nervous systems of octopuses. In fact, the octopus's advanced brain is a very recent product of evolution, just in the last 65 million years. But imagine this. If they were given several times more evolutionary time, could they surpass human civilization? There's a harsh reality. The ocean is a difficult place to build civilization. For octopuses to develop true intelligence, they'd likely need to follow the same path as fish, to crawl onto land. But today's ecological niches are already filled. Their only real chance? A 6th mass extinction. If most vertebrates were wiped out but octopuses survived, they might just seize the vacant niches. With enough time, they could even evolve internal skeletons and give birth to a true octopus civilization. Why do we say this? Because the moment lobe-finned fish crawled onto land, the future of intelligent life was sealed. It was only a matter of time before one of their descendants birthed civilization. In theory, even cats, given the right evolutionary pressures and millions of years, could evolve into cat people. Humans, from 3 million years ago until now, were shaped by a series of coincidences: climate, environment, and chance. But all of it was only possible because our nervous system had already developed a neocortex. From an evolutionary perspective, the difference between humans and cats is almost negligible compared to the gap between us and other creatures. So-called inevitable chance is simply this: we're not noble, not invincible, not destined. We just won the race of time. That's the magic of life. A single accidental action by one species can determine whether its descendants will one day rule the entire planet.